Nothing beats a fun day at the water park. Unless you're afraid of heights and breakneck speeds, or if you're afraid of water, or think maybe there's a shark in the... Okay, you get my point here. If you are, I suggest you stay away from these 10, especially number 1, which is particularly terror-inducing. Stay tuned to find out what it is as we bring you 10 of the most dangerous water slides that will blow your mind. With all that said and done, let's begin, shall we? Number 10. The Black Hole. The Wet n Wild water park in Orlando is no longer open to the public, which is a good thing, really, because that means its most notorious water slide is no more as well. Many of the park's problems revolved around a ride called the Black Hole, which the Orlando Business Journal described as a twisting ride where guests shoot down a dark tube on a two-person float. The Black Hole injured one man in 1994, so badly that he sought and won a $1.73 million judgment against the amusement park back in 2000. The man claimed he was struck by something in the dark, and when he arrived at the bottom of the slide, he couldn't move his legs. Doctors had to insert a titanium plate into his neck, the poor guy. That was probably the Black Hole's worst injury, granted that's one heck of an injury, and there were others too. Tubes sometimes flipped, people fell off, tubes were hit by other tubes, and all this happened mostly in the dark, which must have made it extra super sucky for those people. So goodbye, Wet n Wild and Black Hole. We're not gonna miss ya. Number 9. The Master Blaster. Standing at a vertigo-inducing 6 stories tall, a length of 1,000 feet, the Master Blaster has been unanimously voted the best water ride in the United States multiple times. Calling it an extreme water slide is quite the understatement. In fact, on the day that it opened, it fell in a different category on its own, the water coaster. Master Blaster combines the up and down thrills of a roller coaster with the unique experience of being propelled by jets of water. Riders ascend to the top of the blasting off tower where they find 2 passenger inflatable boats waiting for them. Once in position on the launch platform, they are sent down a 3-story plunge, then back up 3 stories and into a twisting tunnel. Riders get a brief glimpse of the tower they just left before dropping once again. Master Blaster continues its course, figurating around the tower, blasting uphill and down before entering the climactic pretzel-shaped downward spiral. From start to finish, Master Blaster indeed is non-stop action. Though much like a roller coaster, try not to puke, it'll be even grosser then. Number 8. The Sahara Sidewinders. Reported injuries on the slide and did nothing to improve the safety of the slides.
We will worry about safety as soon as we stop making money. Money.
And money they did stop getting. Due to the numerous lawsuits filed against them, management just decided to shut the slides down. Good idea for them to quit while they're ahead. Number 7. The Scorpion's Tail. Designed by engineering firm Whitewater West, the Scorpion's Tail is the first and only looping water slide in the US. You start your descent from 10 stories high and travel in high velocity down a 400-foot pipe. And yes, the pipe really does loop. The loop is 27 feet high and curves at an angle of 60 degrees, and you're supposed to go around all of it. No belts, no carts, no seats, no nothing. Just you splashing water and curving walls all around you. The Scorpion's Tail uses sophisticated engineering to take you through the loop and get down to the pool. A trap door from the tower drops you down a 55-foot chute where you descend at a steep 70-degree slope. The near vertical angle helps you build up momentum to the tune of 50 feet per second, so you can hit the ascending loop with enough speed to make your way around it. Optical sensors will track riders throughout the course of each slide, from the moment they drop down till they splash out in the water below. Onboard sprayers mist the walls for a slicker surface, helping you complete the entire slide within 9 to 14 seconds. In case you slide down at a slower pace than you required speed, which happens to 1% of all guests, you will slip back to the start of the loop, where an available opening will let you exit. In shame, of course. Number 6. The Aquascoot. Action Park, if you haven't heard of it, was one of the most notorious water parks in the world. It was so notorious that it was shut down in 1996 after a total of 6 fatalities and so many injuries that no one seems to be able to actually count them. And one reason why this water park has its notorious reputation is this dangerous water slide. Not because it's the highest or the fastest, it's just because of really stupid design. Someone at Action Park once had the bright idea to make a slide out of warehouse rollers because a fast stream of water just wouldn't cut it. Riders went down the aqua scoot on a plastic sled, and the idea was that you pick up a lot of speed and then skip across the water at the bottom like a flat stone. Ooh, I can see how that would go bad. The problem, of course, was if you weren't sitting on the sled at exactly the right angle, you're gonna get flung off of it. If that wasn't enough, the pool was so shallow, just 2 feet deep according to some reports, you wouldn't even have the benefit of a soft landing. Oh, and that is if you made it as far as the water. Number 5. The Kilimanjaro. First opened in 2002, Kilimanjaro stood as the world's tallest water slide for more than 12 years. Located in Aldeia das Águas Park Resort, about 85 northwest of Rio de Janeiro, Kilimanjaro has a stunning drop height of 164 feet. Because of that height, it remains the record holder for the highest drop on a body slide. Easily the most visible structure in the popular water park, the thrill ride named after Africa's tallest mountain reaches an estimated speed of 62 miles per hour off a radical 60-degree incline. The enormous resort and water park also features a 160-room hotel, convention center, restaurants, and several other attractions. This includes 17 pools, a wave pool, and a mall car track. Rumor has it that the 164-foot vertical drop is so steep that you don't actually touch the slide until you're at the bottom. You can test this out for yourself if you're in Rio de Janeiro. A reported 1 in 20 riders back out at the top, and it's not hard to imagine why. No real injuries on this one though, so moving on. Number 4. The Cannonball Loop. And now we give you the granddaddy of them all, a water slide so infamous for being dangerous, riders had to be hosed down with water to improve their chances for making it to the end. A slide so terrifying that even the most daring adventurer wouldn't even think of trying it. A ride that caused so many injuries that it had to close down only after a single season. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, for your delectation, the Cannonball Loop. It was long and black, and ended up with a loop at the end that looked so improbable you had to wonder if it followed the laws of physics unknown to us here on Earth. It was opened in the summer of 1985, but it only lasted for around a month before it was shut down by the New Jersey Carnival Amusement Ride Safety Board because all those other crazy action park rides were tame compared to this one. It was actually mostly action park employees who tried to slide out, and all of them were given $100 in exchange for probable injury. In Action Park's defense, though, they did send dummies down the thing first. Oh, never mind that some of them came out missing body parts, though. Number 3. The Bullet Bowl. Leave it to our Chinese friends to never let anything go to waste. The country embarked on a countrywide construction spree in preparation for the Beijing Olympics. The results were structures that were specifically built to do just one thing: host the Olympic Games. Once the event was over, however, they were left with buildings that had little to no use whatsoever. This also includes the world-famous Water Cube, the building they built to accommodate the swimming and diving events. After the Olympics, the Water Cube, or part of it, was converted into a water park, and it's here where you can find the next insane water slide on our list. The Bullet Bowl pretty much has a simple design, but it does build within its riders a sense of anticipation, as it sends them on a slow spiral around the bowl, before immediately sending them plummeting down an extremely dark and steep drop. Many people have tried and lost their lunches at this water slide. Maybe it's time that you do too. Maybe wait a little bit though with everything going on. Now it's time for today's best pick. Today's pick shows a water slide that sends you directly into a shark's gaping mouth. Although I'm certain that there aren't any water slides specifically built to do that, I know of one that proved equally as deadly. Find out what it is next with number 2. The Erupt. If height and speed is not an issue with you, then this next entry on our list is truly right up your alley. At the moment, Erupt is the world's tallest water slide, standing 168 feet tall, taller than the Statue of Liberty at 17 stories. A spiral climb of 264 steps takes you to the top, and then you're put in groups of 4 and strapped into a rubber raft that reaches speeds of 65 miles per hour for a heart-pounding 18-second ride. Adrenaline junkies from all over the world once flocked to the Shitterbahn Water Park in Kansas City, Missouri, just to get a chance to feel the kind of rush that only this water slide can give them. Unfortunately, one tragic accident has left this once proud water slide closed for good. In one accident, which is mainly due to operator error, one of the rafts went airborne while going down the slide. Due to improper weight distribution, the raft, which was lighter at the front, caught air and threw its 3 riders off. The steel canopy, which was designed to keep riders in the slide just in case such a thing happens, proved to be fatal when the youngest rider on the raft was caught in it and was, well, it's too graphic to describe, but let me just say this. Something that was supposed to be attached to a body was shorn clean off. He didn't get ahead in life, let's go with that. A truly horrific accident that could have been prevented if proper protocols were followed. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it really works. Number 1. The Leap of Faith. And coming in at number 1 on our list is a water slide that takes the thrills that you experience from the other water slides on this list and takes it up a notch. Except for that last one. While the other entries on this list give you the thrills while you're on your way down, this one doubles it up by plunging you into a terrifying scene at the bottom. I give you the Leap of Faith. The designers of this water slide with its 60-foot vertical drop wanted to give riders a one-of-a-kind adventure, and boy does the Leap of Faith deliver. You descend from the top of a Mayan temple and are rocketed through a shark-filled lagoon at the end. But don't worry, you're safely enclosed in a plastic tube. Not for the faint of heart, though. Located in the Atlantis Paradise Island of the Bahamas, this insane water slide is truly one of the park's most famous attractions. Have you been to any of these insane water slides? Let us know in the comment section down below. Want to watch more videos about amazing things? Click on any of the videos you see on your screen. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later, everybody!